Radio, Rahim with the get of the day. I'm here with BoMac. It's, listen, you are no stranger to big events. We talk before and after each one, but this one has a different kind of significance. I mean, it's Terence Crawford stepping up to 154. He's, fighting on Riyadh season. It's after that big Errol Spence fight. It seems like now this is the kind of fight that really decides what kind of star he's going to be. I see him walking around the events. He's the big man on campus. Everybody's got him pound for pound number one. Even though he's a favorite, it is new territory. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, I see it that way. Everybody trying to see what he going to do at that weight with those extra 7 pounds or something like that. Mm-hmm. So see if that power can carry up. But we did our homework. We did what we were supposed to do in the gym, and I know we would come out victoriously. And everybody looking to see if we gonna get a knockout because he got that knockout streak. But listen, man, I can't wait for y'all to see what's gonna happen.
Does it require him to train a bit differently, just moving up in weight so quickly? I mean, he doesn't look small for the weight, but it is a different kind of class, and there's no cut. So how does that change the way you prepare for the fight?
No, not really. You don't really change nothing. You keep training the same way. You might add a little extra strength and condition to a little extra weight, something like that, so you can be able to push guys around like you used to. But other than that, man, we stick to the game plan. We stick to what we've been working for the last couple of years.
Does pressure play a factor in this at all?
No.
Terence is a young man, right? So the big money fights are now. You're thinking of CANELO potentially next. That seems like that fight is a done deal if you and CANELO come through your current challenges. How do you keep your fighter focused on the job Saturday night and not looking ahead?
Just one fight at a time, man. That's how we just look at it. One fight at a time. We got Madrimov this time, and then whoever else they put on the chopping block. So that's how I just look at it.
I don't see anybody else getting picked as a favorite to beat Crawford except CANELO. People are saying, at best that's a pick 'em, and I'd say more people are leaning towards CANELO even than Crawford at certain stages. Do you think that he's a legitimate underdog in that fight?
I mean, if that fight ever get made and we are the underdogs, that's just great for us, man, because they just make us work harder, just make us coaching staff just do our homework, trying to pick CANELO apart, him and his team, so we can be victorious.
Looking at Madrimov, he is the champion. People are comparing him to Gennady Golovkin, big power. Where does Crawford find his advantages in the power game?
You can't say that now. You gotta say that after the fight is over with, because you don't know what Crawford gonna hit him with, or what he'll try to hit Crawford with, or what kind of exchange they might do. So I wouldn't try to really answer that question now until after the fight.
And for you, this year has had some ups and downs, to say the least. More ups than downs.
Correct.
But you've got a big stable. You are the guy who has the guy. What's it like having that kind of responsibility, pressure to bring stars to moments like this and succeed? And what is it in your career that gives you the satisfaction that BoMac is accomplishing everything he can possibly do?
When you got guys like Terence and Steven and of course our new kid, Lester Martinez, Keyshawn Davis, Calvin, Batir, we got guys like that's not Lester, but Adele guys coming up. We got guys like that in your stable, man, that really love the work and they take boxing really seriously. The job is easy. All you got to just do is just make sure they stay on that, say, between the two lines. You got them every step of the way, day by day in the gym, and they just make sure they're well prepared for the fight.
It's a blessing to have fighters that are exciting, that people want to watch. Terence may not have had as big a star on his name as should have been in past years, but now that star seems to be shining. But another guy who, may not be directly in your camp, but certainly is associated, is Shakur Stevenson, right? And obviously his last time out, a lot of criticism about whether or not his fight was exciting, whether or not he has star power potential. Now he's in the market for a new promoter. What did you make of the criticism of his last performance?
I just look at it like this, man. All fights ain't gonna be the same. All performances ain't gonna be the same. It's not woman. They ain't gonna all be the same. So you know, he'll have a performance like that. Then next one might be a little bit more exciting, or you know what I'm saying, he might get a knockout. So I just want the best for him, and for him to continue to keep fighting, so he can continue to grow as a fighter.
They're not all the same. The last two had the same criticism. Is it important for a fighter to be excited? Is it really all just about the win?
No, most important thing is just get the win. Get the win, so you can keep that O on your record, and then just keep growing as a fighter, and then just keep moving on, get better paydays, get more championships, and regardless of what people say about you, whoever's saying it, they not in there taking those punches, they not in there putting their life on the line for you know, for those paychecks. Hey man, what's up? Hey, they're not in there putting their lives on the line.
Some respect for Madrimov as you guys
he cool, man. He's cool, man. We spent some time together in Mexico. His coaches and some of his management team, they cool. They real cool, man.
It's good to see that kind of respect, mutual, that camaraderie.
We don't need to be going at each other's strokes and all that, man. Because this their livelihood. I'm not trying to shit on nobody's livelihood and shit, because my livelihood too, my other coaches' livelihood too, my fighters' livelihood too. So we don't need to shit on each other. I mean, we can talk a little crap back and forth in there, but as long as it stays right there, and nobody cross those lines, man, and everybody come out healthy, and we can live the fight another day.
Well, at the moment, that kind of shit talking and back and forth is definitely happening. We're gonna, circle back to Shakur for a minute between him and Tank Davis. Also, Tank has the opposite branding right now. It's an exciting fighter, gets knockouts when he goes out there, he's packing arenas, and that fight is the one that I believe most people want to see from each guy. You believe that fight is on the horizon? Where's Shakur Stevenson with that in his mind?
I really can't say that because I'm not in Shakur's camp. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So hold on for a second. I can't. I'm not part of his team. I know he's around our camp sometimes, but that's a Jay Prince question. You know what I'm saying? So I just sit back and be a fan and watch him and grow. Watch him grow as a fighter,
as a trainer. Knowing both fighters the way you know boxing, how do you see that fight going?
That's a 50-50 fight. One's a puncher, one's a boxer. So can the puncher beat the boxer? Can the boxer time the puncher? So it's a 50-50 fight, man, when you go into it. So I'm excited. I'll be excited when it happens.
Does experience factor in at all? I mean, Tank has been on the bigger stage for a longer time. Has fought bigger name opponents. Does that make a difference on that?
No, Shakur been there. He did Olympics and he did all that, man. So he's well prepared. Trust me. His team gonna make sure he's well prepared when that fight comes.
And let me let you go. Not without a couple more questions though, because that Canelo thing that's looming. Moving through the weight classes quite that fast. 54 is. We're gonna answer some questions on Saturday night. But even you have to admit, if that fight happens at 68 with Canelo, that's got to be a challenge in the lights that Crawford has never seen before.
All right, baby. If it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my job to make sure Terence is well prepared. And obviously Terence sees something in Canelo where he knows he can beat him. So.
Do you see something in Canelo?
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! I trust 100% in my fighter. I know he can beat me. I promise you that.
Do you think that Canelo's declining?
No, he's Canelo just being Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
What do you make of the Belinga pick and not fighting?
That's what he wanted to do. The man came a long way from where fighting when he was 15 to he's 33, 34 years old now. So I mean, he can pick and choose whoever the hell he wants to fight.
Let me ask you a couple of questions about the heavyweights, and I'll let you go. The Big Baby saga continues. We'll go with first Big Baby and Andy Ruiz. How do you think that fight goes?
That's a 50-50 fight, but if I'm putting my money somewhere, I'm going to give it a draw.
You can put your money. I thought you could give me a pick.
Yeah, that's my pick. I'm going to give it a draw because both of them, I like both of them. They're both cool and shit. They're both good fighters. Big Baby lost shit. He came down 40 pounds. So he's serious about this. Ruiz came down some weight. I think 30, 40 pounds. They both serious about this, so you can't take nothing away from either one of them. If I pick it as a draw.
Is Jarrell Anderson or Jared Anderson, excuse me, the next big heavyweight star? Is he?
Yes, I think he is. He's a young kid, you know, so he got a long way to go. He's doing nothing but get better and better every fight. So I think he's gonna be the next big thing coming out of America.
What do you see happening Saturday night?
You know, that's gonna be a tough fight for Jared, but you know, he got a good team with Sugar Hill. I believe if they stick to the game plan, they'll be able to come out of it. But that guy, whatever that guy's name is, got a good ass jab. I mean, that motherfucker got a good jab and a good right hand behind it. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, Sugar Hill I'm sure Sugar Hill got a good game plan put together so they can get that win.
You see it going 12?
I see it going 12.
Now, you just came back, you know, from England not too long ago. So let me ask you one about if you paid attention to that pawn in that division. Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois for the IBF. That
Anthony Joshua. You know why I say Anthony Joshua? Because I don't even know Anthony Dubois. I said he made me fight one time.
He beat like Miller though in Saudi. He just beat Hrgovic. It's not moving the needle for you.
No, that's not moving. I'm going on the knockout. I'm going. What's his name? Put him on his back. Put him in sleep. Night. Fury. You see it?
Fury, Usyk 2.
That's a tough one because I know Sugar Hill gonna give a different game plan. So we'll see.
Well, I appreciate the time, man. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Well, you gave me a good, nice little spot to look. You know what I'm saying? Look at, you know, all the traffic coming through.
I looked out for you. We in downtown LA.
You see my eyes roll, you know, when they was rolling through. All right, man.
You got my microphone. We gotta get a thumbnail too. Radio Rahim with BoMac.